Not just pre-season practice on the agenda though, but the Emirates Cup and our well-established curtain raiser to the Gunners footballing year. Mikel, with 5 straight losses coming into today's game, including a double defeat to Liverpool most recently. This a 14th edition of the Emirates Cup. Has made 6 changes to the starting lineup from the midweek loss to Villarreal. Jurian Timber, Gabriel and Ricardo Calafiori come in for Ben White, Jakob Kivior and Mars Lewis Skelly in defence. It's all changing midfield as Christian Norgard, Mikel Merino and Ethan Nwaneri make way for Martin Zubimendi, Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard. Max Dowman is not in the squad as he's been given some belated time off. The reverse game in the group stages over a decade ago. Athletic Club will be back in the Champions League next season after finishing 4th last campaign. Made the semi-finals, of course, of the Europa League last term before being knocked out by Manchester United. Arsenal have got goals in 33 appearances in the Portuguese league last season. This is a step up, but every single time we've seen him play in the Churi, managed to clear, and now Gyokeres looking to turn. Well, the Arsenal fans are getting behind the Swede from minute 1, as you would imagine here, and it's a yellow card in a friendly. What, 65 seconds in? Well,
really, Gyokeres was looking to go in behind, but the ball was played a little bit shorty.
Nice with a flick on. Nice Simon, who Brazilian. But Gyokeres, can the Swede do here? Viktor Gyokeres moving inside the penalty area. Ball eventually gets away from him.
Anticipation there where Martinelli does a brilliant bit of skill on the halfway line. Feeds the ball onto the left-hand side down to Gyokeres, and then once he gets the ball.
Again, Gyokeres calls for it, so does Martinelli. This is Gyokeres with the shot. Well, didn't quite catch it, hit the turf, spun up, and an easy save.
Yeah, but that's the combination play that Arsenal like. Combination down the right, again Saka to the byline. Ball Gyokeres, because a couple of times he's gone right into goal looking for the cross across the... Doesn't think that's going to come across, he thinks it's going to get the pull back, it does. Look, just doesn't get enough contact.
Viktor Gyokeres has had a couple of opportunities, couple of looks at goal already in the opening quarter of this game. Much is expected.
Again, we're looking at into that final. We've had a great right switch because Saka has just got the beating of Leku. But it's still that little bit of creating those chances. So as much of the players we've had.
Gyokeres for Saka.
Really wide on the left-hand side for Arsenal. Let's have a look, see if we've...
Gyokeres is calling for it, stays onside just. Here is the Swede, and still, Calafiori. Tried to...
Down the left-hand side, it was into Martinelli. Gyokeres just then lays it back.
Of sorts. Saka. Zubimendi first time, and the header! Brilliantly delivered by Viktor Gyokeres to give Arsenal the lead. The first of many, we hope. Brilliantly timed run. And a powerful header to beat Unai Simon. Big Vic up and running at the Emirates. There's a celebration that we have come familiar with from afar. Now on home turf, the Swede strike.
Well, I can tell you for sure there is one relieved centre forward out on that pitch. Zubimendi from the right-hand side, corner of the box, whips the ball in. But I have to tell you, the movement of Gyokeres is brilliant. It's only 2 or 3 paces. He steps close. He's got to flick this ball towards the far into the far corner.
Off again. Martinelli wants it. Gyokeres sees the ball ricochet between defender and attacker and out for a goal kick.
Well, he looked early, because he wanted to whip that ball in when he was clear, and he looked across, and the only player that was nearly outside of the far post. So we really had to then take two of the touch then gone. Really.
The assist.
Arsenal win the ball for a long clearance. It's laid off by Gyokeres to Odegaard. Odegaard over the... He was never going to win the ball.
It's cut once again, and sure to be plenty of changes in the second period, but for now, Arsenal in the mood and in the... Gyokeres, Zubimendi, there's the Swede once more, Gyokeres. Nice, and now for Odegaard. Gyokeres off the mark with a wonderful header for both teams, incidentally, as we see Viktor Gyokeres come out for the second half. Scorer of Arsenal, two players that have come on, and Noni Madueke and so on for the Gunners. 2-0. Madueke, strong point of view, but thankfully now back and very much that right back spot. Combination play with Saka and Odegaard, terrific to watch.
I've said many seasons, sometimes when we get players, everyone's going, it hasn't worked, has it? And you go, no, it didn't. But I think
I think you really, I like it. Rice for Odegaard, and Gyokeres is on the move again. Saka calling for it. Still Viktor Gyokeres did heavily and leads. As Lewis Skelly would have thought has nailed down that left back position after his breakout year last term. Gyokeres shrugs off Bellinger.
Aresso's going to do a long throw.
If you're given that White gets to go ahead of Timber because of that. Continued his run. Gyokeres sort of lets it go. Rice runs it out. Looks for Madueke again. Gyokeres is inside the area. Wonderful header. Hits the post. So Viktor Gyokeres' opportunity. Sharp header that Madueke had found him. Break here. Perfectly placed. Madueke for Gyokeres. Saka if he can spot him, but plenty to do to work it towards Arsenal's press on the move. It's the ball that he likes into the channel. Madueke far post, Mars Lewis Skelly still can't quite make it stick for Arsenal.
It's a reaction, wasn't it?
So Viktor Gyokeres gets 70 minutes pretty much and gets standing Arsenal. And if he can do something similar at Old Trafford a week tomorrow, well, instant hero status will befall him, but shows some really good movement. Took his goal brilliantly. Emirates Cup